Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Trails in the Sky. Our current objective is to make sure First Lieutenant Schwartz knows about it. So she should be at the cathedral, so let's make our way over to the cathedral. Where is the cathedral? I think it's in the West Block. Yeah. Yes? It is. Yes, it is. Haha. I remember going to the West Block at night. I thought you were guarding the cathedral for some odd reason. Where's she at? Are you looking for Sister Ellen, perchance? I believe the Archbishop should know her whereabouts. He should be in the sacramental chamber to the southeast of this room. Let's check it out, I guess. And who might you be? We're, members, of the Bracers. The Bracer Guild, I mean. We were looking for Sister Ellen. Where are you now? Might I guess that you share complicity with her, then? With a nun? Ew, no. He's asking if we know her real identity, Estelle. We're here with the information she asked us to find. I'm sorry to say she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left. Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone? If only I did. I've been close with the royal family for many years, and she's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time, she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever is occurring. I see. I wouldn't worry, though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause. Well, that's good at least. But the thing is, we kinda need her to stay in touch with the Royal Guardsmen. While begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand, we should probably go. The best thing we can do is covertly keep an eye out for other Royal Guardsmen. Not the most efficient plan, but that seems to be all we've got. You seem to be in a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Idios helps those who help themselves. Do all that you can, and Idios will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. Wise words. Wise words. So she just straight up left. Well, she's not here then, is she? That's fine. Elnan also mentioned bars and hotels as a means of rounding up bracers, which I suppose makes sense. You know, I can't seem to do more than 3 recordings per day because my throat feels very irritated right now. Bouillabaisse? Bouillabaisse. I imagine that's a French word, right? Right? Somehow the act of eating it fired off long hidden neurons in the brain, teaching you the recipe for that. I don't know why I did this. Hey, it's Grant. Well, if it isn't the big bad champions. I hear you guys spent the night at the castle. Frankly, I'm surprised to see you back so early. Did you eat anything good? Yeah, we did, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh, something on your mind? Explain the situation and the Queen's request to Grant. Very curt. Holy crap, you're not pulling my leg, are you? We are not. Every word is true. I'd stake my reputation on it. If Zane the Immovable is moved by this, that's all the proof I need. I'll do whatever I can to help. You can count on it. Thanks, Grant. We'll all be meeting at the guild house to plan our strategy as soon as possible. So if you'd please, head over there when you can. Understood. Go well, friends. I'll catch up with you there. He was quick to accept, which is nice. Anybody on the top floor? No? Should we check the shops? Should we barge into the arms and guards? Nobody's here. Yo, Karna. Hi, Karna. Hey, look who it is. Ooh, you've got Old Man Zane with you. What's going on? Well, it's a long story. Uh-oh. Sounds serious. You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I must admit, I did find it a bit odd that all the gates and ports and such have been shut down. So, what did you want with me exactly? Well, we need to get everyone together and formulate a plan. So if you would, please meet us at the guild. Gotcha. I'm already there. Now, should I go back to the West Block and check out the bar there? Because I believe that must have been an opportunity. Coffee house, nice. Nobody seems to be here. Those special ops guys were grumbling about some search mission. I caught bits and pieces of it. Royal Guard, citizen, uncooperative, and some, shall we say, more colorful metaphors. What do they expect? The Royal Guard is well respected. Yoink. Amazingly, through some sort of flavor osmosis, you've managed to piece out the recipe for chef's curry simply by tasting it. So it seems... that, the unique, recipes have their own little special dialogue, which is adorable. Hotel was next, yes? Kurt the Bracer has returned, but he looked a bit on the pallid side. I hope he's alright. Okay, so where's his room? You mind telling me that information? I bet he's up on the second floor. I wish I could remember that time a little better. It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing. Oh, hi Kurt. It's good to see you here. Hi Estelle. Hi Joshua. Oh, Zane's with you too. Did you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these two rookies took on a pretty major assignment. What major assignment? I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story. Joshua explained all the circumstances that had led to their request from the Queen. You're serious? Of course we are. That's why we really need your help. No, that's not it. I admit, I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you, but the black orb that the Colonel has, it's real? Kurt? What's wrong? You look awfully pale. Whoa! What in the world? Step away from him. Huh? Shade? Lift! What was that? You didn't even touch him and he acted like he got electrocuted. It's a special spirit channeling breath technique. It allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact. I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side. How are you feeling? Wow, actually, a lot better. I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it is coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be alright. So what do you remember? Didn't I say so before? There was an accident around 3 months ago. You lost your memories while you were working, right? Yes. Someone had asked me to check up on those men on the black outfits, and then I took something suspicious from them. It was the black orbment. So the person who gave you the assignment, yes, it was your father, Cassius. I wasted no time in packaging it up and sending it to him, but that's really as far back as I can remember. So the K on that package was you? Yes. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it. The package was delivered to you too. Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package? Yes. After I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... It's no good. It's all still one big blur. You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to just cause strain that you can't handle yet. Yes, alright. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all. Which brings us to an even bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe those special ops guys? It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they've made something to cause memory loss. Now there's a cheerful thought. Plus, there's the Sky Bandit's boss and Mayor Dalmore to consider. We have to be really careful. I'm sorry. I don't have anything really useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. But are you sure you'll be okay? Sure. My memory may be a sieve, but physically I'm fine. I owe you for your help. So please, allow me to make it up to you. If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy. For now, let's meet back at the guild. Alright, you have my thanks. Three down, one to go. I wonder if they're in who's the other one, Annalise? I wonder if she's in here as well. Doesn't seem like it. Well, let's, that's the castle. Let's check the east block. That's the only place we haven't been yet. I realize that, like, I've been humming the soundtrack throughout my entire playthrough. It's just that good. It's really comfy. It's really memorable. It sticks in your mind. That's the mark of a good soundtrack. Where is she? Annalise. Annalise. There you are. Well, if it isn't Zane and the new recruits. Back from the castle already? Well, yeah, I guess we are. Annalise, could we have a moment of your time? You hear something juicy you're looking to share with me? Well, if by juicy you mean spit your juice all over in shock, then yeah. It's a real juice bomb. Ooh, you have my undivided attention. Should we be talking about this here, or should I be sitting down for it? Huh? Just to make it absolutely clear, this isn't a joke. Things could get serious in a big hurry, and if they do, we'll need your help. Let's see. Sorry, my head's just a little scrambled from how screwed up this whole situation is. I don't really get all of this, but you want everyone to meet up at the guild house, right? Right. Elnon will fill you in on the details. Okay then, I'll go see what's up. So everybody's at the guild house except for Lieutenant Schwartz. Should I be looking for her, or should I go to Gransel Castle? This is the south block. Looks like all the braziers have been assembled. Now, if we should hear from the Royal Guardsman or your reporter, things would go much more smoothly. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the, right. Part 2 of the scouting mission. Go talk to Niall. He's gonna kill my voice for sure. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but, I really wanted to. This is weird, Chief. We haven't heard anything in 2 days. Well, he does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. But given how close we are to a state of martial law, I don't much like that he hasn't contacted us either. Oh, hi, guys. Hello, Dorothy. Pardon us. Hey, it's the Tournament Champions. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberal News. Niall and Dorothy have told me quite a bit about the two of you. Estelle and Joshua of the Bracer Guild, right? Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've always enjoyed your magazine. Well, that's always good to hear. Weren't you two doing something for Niall? Oh, yes. That's what we were just talking about. Actually, Niall hasn't shown up here today or yesterday. No word from him or anything. Huh? Yesterday or today? We spoke with him in the evening 2 days ago. Really? What do you mean, really? You gave us the message to him, meet him for audio's sake. We came here to talk to him after the semifinals. Oh, right, now that you mention it. So, did he say anything to you? Like where he was going? Someone had just called him. I think, yeah, that's what happened. Right, I remember what happened. He got a call from someone, then he said he had to leave. Are you serious? Yes. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Oh no, I can't believe Niall's dead! Who said he was dead? Today's when all the airliner traffic gets shut down. Everything was normal yesterday, though, so maybe he went to another province? I already inquired with the landing port's passenger registry, and there was no sign of him. So I figure he still has to be somewhere in town. You two were the last ones to see this reporter fellow. Weren't you talking to him about something for a news article? Huh? These are the times we live in. Controlling the media is a big deal for the military. What do you think, Chief? I certainly can't argue with that. Just give me a second. Particularly in the case of the Intelligence Division. They monitor and censor everything we do. You wouldn't believe how frustrating it is. Which means you can't get much information for your stories. But it's in a reporter's nature to want to get as much as possible into the hands of the readers. I see. So he went to check out a new subject that the Intelligence Division hasn't started censoring yet. What was the last thing he told us about? I think it was about... Can't remember. An arranged marriage? I don't think so. Tournament winners... He did give us the file on Colonel... That wasn't related to what he was... Whatever. Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp and a woman in the guardsmen were rivals in military academy. Which is interesting, but wouldn't the Intelligence Division already have made the connection? Oops, yeah, so you probably couldn't print a story about that. I think I have an idea. Niall seemed particularly interested in the marriage prospect thing for the princess. Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, okay. Hey, yeah! And the Duke mentioned something about it at the dinner party. Oh, Niall told you about that too? It'd make a hell of a story if it's true. He mentioned having to get some evidence at any cost. How did a reporter like Niall even learn about something like that? I'd have thought that something like that would be known only to the royal family. Well, he did say he's friends with someone who works in the Arabe Royal Villa. Completely off the record, but the terrorists are supposedly after the princess. So she's secretly staying in the villa for her own safety. I knew it! And the veil is lifted. Maybe the person he was talking to was his friend in the villa, which would mean that Niall's probably there too. You don't say. Well, if I know young Niall, he's probably tried to worm his way in for an interview with the princess. And if the soldiers saw him, they'd have him arrested on the spot. No, Niall's a goner. Why do you keep coming back to that? But if he has been arrested, getting him out isn't going to be easy. Yeah, I'm betting that he and the Princess Claudia are pretty much in the same situation. What exactly do you people know? Do you have inside information about what's going on in the city? In all of Liberl? Sorry, but we really can't talk about it. Just let the Bracer Guild take care of Niall. If he has been arrested, we'll see to it that he's released. Alright. Please do whatever you can. Please, you guys. You gotta bring Niall back. Leave it to us. Report is taken care of. I have yet to find Lieutenant Schwartz. I should probably go to the castle? In order to do that? That seems like the most reasonable course of action. Unless there's a guardhouse somewhere. So how was the banquet? I only got to see the food during my rounds inside. I didn't get to eat any of it, sadly. Not here, evidently. We're never going back to the castle again, I imagine. Niall's gone missing. He may have been caught at the villa. Lieutenant Schwartz wasn't there. We can't contact the Royal Guard. That's the department store. That's the landing port? She did mention she was leaving, so maybe landing port? Oh god, frame rates are chugging. I've never been in this building before. Tickets and reservations have been getting cancelled left and right. Shouldn't be any surprise though, you know? The airship's all grounded after all. Our deepest apologies for any inconvenience. The Royal Army's put a hold on all passenger and shipping flights today as an anti-terrorist countermeasure. We'd be happy to offer you a full refund on your tickets if you like. God, seriously, the frame rate. Come on. Honestly. Closed. Okay. so I can't access anything at all. Alright. Not sure where she'd be. Maybe I should check the Colosseum again. Or the embassy. Why would I be granted access to the Erebonian embassy? Am I some kind of dum-dum? I'll find her eventually, I know it. Maybe she's in the general goods store. Fisherman's Guild. Oh, good. The other bracers have already assembled. Have you heard of the Royal Guardsman or the reporter? Sorry, sir, no contact. But we believe we've gathered the intelligence we need. Joshua explained everything they learned from the Cathedral and the Liberal News HQ. Okay, so this was supposed to happen. I see. We can conclude with fair certainty, then, that Princess Claudia is inside the villa. It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we know now that they haven't been captured. Shall we get started, then? Yes. We need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat, then? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can barely believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something that was amiss sooner. I was suspicious of those special ops troops from the very beginning, but I really trusted Colonel Richard. And he was behind the Sky Bandits and Mayor Dalmore. We got completely snowed. And we can't let them get away with it, that's for sure. Can you all be counted on to cooperate in this assignment? Damn straight. Just lead the way. I owe those guys some black eyes. Rhyme unintended. Count me in for sure. This is gonna be good. We've got strong allies. We'll prevail without a doubt. Now let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast, as there are lives at stake here. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option. We don't have time to try and find some route to infiltrate, so I guess that's the only option we got. How will we be divided? We'll split into two groups, a decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces, while the rescue team makes its way into the villa. Remember though, we're dealing with the Intelligence Division Special Ops here. If I may, I'd like to suggest that we also add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and a second decoy team to assist the rescue team. Man, we're really teaming with teams here, but why do we need those? The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Evens the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread among 4 squads? No, we don't. We've counteracted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own. Well, crap. If only we had Shara and Nagate. However, I agree with Zane that trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine the strategy. If numbers are all you lack, maybe we can be of assistance. There you are. I've been looking for you. Lieutenant Schwartz. Well now, if it isn't Sister Military. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander, Lieutenant Julia Schwartz. The Royal Guardsmen are here at your disposal for this operation. You're bringing your whole squad with you. Wow, okay. What a Deus Ex Machina. I suppose it's not a Deus Ex Machina, I'm getting ahead of myself. Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself. My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour. That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz, how did you know we were going to try and save the hostages? We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you had already disappeared. Did you? My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night. Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves. Yes, I'm aware of that. We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave us the order to assist, and we are happy to do it. Sources? I want sources. Can I share some of yours? I don't Let's leave it at no, Estelle. More importantly, the guardsman assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support teams. Indeed, with this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exponentially. I don't think this game is meant to be read aloud. There's lots of big words there. And with extra manpower secured, we should start deciding on the teams immediately, at least not read quickly like I am trying to do. Roger that. You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them. Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention. My thoughts exactly. We'll target the Intelligence Division's aerial squadron, stationed just on the outskirts of the airbay scenic route. Wait a sec, aerial squadron? You don't mean... I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts? Now that you mention it, there's a stretch of land out there that's been completely blockaded. According to my intelligence, there is only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. If we attack, they will have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements. Oh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there. And then when the reinforcements show up, the ambush team pops in and takes them all out, right? We should form that ambush team then. I knew that all those years of hunting down monsters in the bush would pay off one day. We got a gunner, too. We'll be able to handle this no problem. Alright, 2 teams locked down. Now for rescue and decoy 2. I think the second decoy team should also be comprised of my Royal Guardsmen. The Special Ops will definitely drop their guards more readily to apprehend them. So that leaves us for the rescue team. All of the other teams will be acting to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field by far. This is no game. You're playing an actual role in a crucial turning point for our history. Make sure you're up for the task. Sheesh, no pressure. There's no need to worry. We will persevere. History favors the just. Besides, you guys are the Grand Slam Martial Arts Competition champions, and we'll be the ones keeping the majority of the enemy force busy. Hopefully, all you'll need to worry about are the hostages. Julia, Elnon, Zane, we, Estelle. The word you're looking for is we. We can do this, and we will. You're right. You are so right. We're gonna kick some special ops special asses. That's the spirit, and that's the plan. The operation will begin at nightfall. We'll use the dark for cover. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now, or forever hold your peace. Man, this is getting pretty real. I will ensure that Her Highness is made aware of the plan. Alright everyone, tonight, here. Got it? So I imagine this is the point of no return then. Is this the final encounter? Who do I talk to get this show on the road? Ah, you're here. Good. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now, or forever hold your peace. I want to make sure, absolutely sure, that, I'm all stocked up and ready to go. Looks like I've bought all I can buy. Which is good, isn't it? Alright, we ready? Actually, it is, nearing the end of episode, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching. That was Trails in the Sky, first chapter. It is available on Steam and the PSP for $20. The sequel second chapter is also available on Steam and the PSP for $30. Please pick them up if you can, experience them for yourself, because, they're very good games. They're very, very good games. And they have a lot of depth to them. It is a lot of reading, though, so if you're expecting a light, fluffy JRPG, then, be prepared to read. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.